Alright boys, I committed a sin. I made a fucking beat not from scratch. I don't know what the fuck to do. You guys are gonna have to fucking forgive me, but I made this shit and I just came on the spot. Bro, this has to fucking go on YouTube. Oh my god. I'm just kidding, it's not even that cool, but alright, what is going on everybody? It's your boy Ora, so we back with another video in the new channel. How we doing? So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make beats for SOFAYGO. It's been a little while since I did a SOFAYGO tutorial, but our videos haven't been doing shit. They're just not getting any fucking views. Just ready to off myself at this point, you guys. You know, I need your help here. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't give a fuck about the views. Actually, that's all I care about. You know what I'm saying? More views, more money, right? Just kidding. But yeah. So I made this pretty cool beat. On the next video, it's gonna be a bit of a banger. So I'm definitely gonna be making a from scratch video there because I'm actually gonna be doing it with Ergo. So you know, we're gonna plan that out. You know what I'm saying? We're just gonna kill it. You know what I'm saying? But I appreciate you guys who've been sticking with me here. You know what I'm saying? I've been just going ham on the channel. You know what I mean? Just getting negative placements. Just only fucking, you know, making videos at this point. Haven't sent out beats majorly in probably like 2 years, so just giving up on producing, boys. You know what I'm saying? But in all seriousness, I just want to show you guys this beat. I'm gonna start off with the loop because I originally made this as a loop, but I really like the loop, so I turned the loop into a beat. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys it. Here we go. So I started off with a simple Omnisphere sound. It's from a Shark Boy kit. It's called Rich and Famous. It's a key. It's really fucking cool. So I'm gonna show you guys it here, as you can see. I just played out this simple chord progression. I was actually listening to a Ken Carson song and I heard this chord progression and I was like, yo, I haven't used that one in a fucking minute. So I was like, bro, I want to try that out. So I just plugged that shit in, switched it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, you can't just copy a fucking melody. I didn't copy the melody. I just copied the progression. That's not, you know, that big of a deal, but I'll go ahead and play it out. So I did like this cool little strumming effect on this note. One of the biggest things I can, you know, mention, like one of the best tips is, like when doing chord progressions, don't just make them simple, like switch them up, you know what I'm saying? Take a note out, add in a different note. Don't always like make everything so basic. Bring them down sometimes, you know what I'm saying? I always like to bring up the middle note in my chords, but you don't always have to do that, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you can bring this down or, you know, switch this note, bring it up like that. Just do whatever, just make it not the same chord progression. You know, that's the biggest thing. But on this one, I wanted to really catch that kind of, this chord progression like relies on its top notes, so I needed to kind of push that agenda, you know what I'm saying? So on to the next sound. I actually added this like at the end, but it's a fucking just a little kind of like texture. So it's the Elka Celos. Never heard this shit in my life, but it's kind of like just a really cool run, or it's just like a pad pretty much, but I played it kind of like just like a little texture in the back, you know what I'm saying? Like a little riff or whatever you want to call it. So I'll play it out for you. Super simple, you know. That's one of the biggest things in my beats. What I've been doing lately is I've just been incorporating so many different sounds, and at the end, you know, when you put them all together, it's like a sandwich, you know. It's just like boom, all the toppings, you know, all the fucking shit put together. It just sounds really good at the end. So, and you know, don't take that like badly, you know. Don't start just throwing in random shit, but just like, you know, if you hear something like in your head, you know, like, oh shit, that would sound good, don't be afraid to throw it in, you know what I mean, and try it out. You know, I like adding like different little arps, different like leads and shit in the back, just different runs and whatnot. Like, don't be afraid to experiment. I forgot to mention the effects. You don't even need to ask, but it's just, you know, normally Valhalla and then an EQ. Very simple. So next we just have a simple ARP from Omni. It's actually like really bare. You can't even really hear it in the beat, but again, it's the little things that count. So I'll go ahead and play it out. Just Valhalla, vintage verb. You already know how it is, but it's, you know, not very noticeable. I'll show you, you know, soon. Then we have the keys rip. I don't know what bank that comes from, but it's just a key. It's kind of like a paddish, I think, thing, you know, sound. It just sounded really cool. when I made this, you know, like the movie, I literally watched Blade Runner 2049 right before I made this, and I was like feeling so like inspired by that like neon kind of trap, like, you know, futuristic-esque kind of sound. So like this whole like loop really reminded me of Blade Runner. I don't know why, and it was just great, you know what I mean? It's just a great experience making this. But yeah, I'll go ahead and play it out. Again, I'd low-key just forget to play with the velocities. I should probably start doing that a little bit more, but it doesn't matter too much. I wouldn't even stress it. I didn't strum anything. It's just a very simple, just, you know, very basic pattern, you know what I mean? So yeah, for the next sound we have this lead. I kind of want to hide this preset. It's not hard to find, so I'm not going to show you guys it, but I really like this preset. So yeah, not trying to gatekeep shit, but you know, everybody has their own preset they like. So I'll go ahead and play it out. Just kind of had this as like a little lead / run. So here it is. I'll play it out with the like keys. So vintage verb, effect rack, EQ, basic. You guys know the drill. So then this is where the fun starts. I added this like little key. It's called the Ghetto Flowers key. I think this comes out of Furno's Omnibank. Shout out to Furno, he's a demon. So I played this kind of repeating chord progression just very quickly. Just these, you know, repeating 2-note chords, whatever they're called. And I just copied it throughout the whole, you know, joint in it. But it just sounds really, really cool. So I'll go ahead and play it out. I guess I'll play it out with the other melodies. It sounds like this. Kind of sounds like an art, but it just sounds really cool like when it's combined with everything. So yeah, from there, okay, I don't know why every video I have the same fucking synth, bro. It's so annoying, but I just use the synth again. Pardon this synth, boys. It's not that big of a deal. Just on my next one, I definitely won't use this synth. I'll go ahead and play out the synth. You know, it just sounds really nice. It just makes this beat or this loop complete. It's just a great fucking synth. I would definitely recommend using it. For the last sound, for the effects, just yeah. Right here is the synth. I'll go ahead and play it out with everything. So it gets a little bit fast here, but you know, it just sounds pretty cool when, you know, everything is put together. I have a bass with it, so I won't even play out the bass. I'll just do it, you know, like this. But this is everything together, everything as a whole. So here it is. Bada bing, bada boom. SOFAYGO would fucking kill this. It sounds really like badly mixed, but I mixed it in post, so don't worry about that. It's actually a lot better than it is because this is a backup file. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the fucking beat. So bada bing, bada boom. This is the holy grail right here, the Blade Runner beat itself. Man, Blade Runner was just a great movie. You guys should watch that shit. But I pretty much just, you know, started with the intro. I don't think I need to play the melodies. I can just play the drums out. But I really went a little bit more for that Ken Carson-esque kind of sound. So very simple, just Zay 808 with very basic drums. You could just exit the video now because this is not the you know, you've heard these drums plenty of times before. But yeah, I'll go ahead and play it out. Instead of playing out the drums like by itself, I'll just play it with the melody so you can hear the greatness. be asking, oh man, how do you get that shit to clash so well? Well, I turned up the mids a little bit on the Zay. I think sometimes it sounds pretty cool. And then I added an EQ on the master, and I boosted up the lows, the mids, you know, some of the higher highs, and just a little bit of the lows. Not a lot, because it makes it clash too much, but I boosted the lows a little bit on the mids, and it kind of just helps a lot. And then again, make sure that on the melody you EQ out the lows. Obviously just added a clap. I'll play it out. Notice the clap is not too loud. You know what I'm saying? Very tolerable volume. Added an 808. I'm sorry, added a hi-hat. Was kind of inspired by Stardust Season on these hi-hats. I always like Stardust Season's hi-hats because they're super simple. So I'll just play it out. You know, basic ass open hat. Most basic pattern ever. I added another open hat after that, which is this. Give it more bounce. Bada bing, bada boom. Added my favorite perk. That shit's fire. And then I added this perk, which is like a really cool reverby perk, and it fits well on claps. So it's on the second and fourth clap. You already know. Added one snare. Yeah, there's the open hat. And then I added a little rim at the end. Varying velocities. And I added a snare that follows the clap. That's the whole beat. It's pretty cool if you ask me. I don't know. Of course, I would have loved to do spins on this one, but you know, I do that way too often, so I don't. That's the fucking beat, man. This shit sounds great in my opinion. If you hear the intro, which you'll hear in a minute, you know, combined with the beat, I think it sounds really cool. 808 might be a little bit too loud, but for the most part, I think it's okay. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Pleasure, man. I really like this beat. Hope you guys liked it too. Hope you guys are sticking with me here. I feel like my beats have definitely improved, so now my tutorials will be worth watching. You know what I'm saying? There won't be, you know, absolute shit stains anymore. You know what I'm saying? It'll be pretty cool. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you want. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.